definitely one of the goodest, best little cars we've bought lately.
Best buy of the year, Rob.
I think
I know
it is.
It's only February, but
it
best
is.
buy of the year.
Do you know what though? We both got told off in the last video.
Oh, well, I get told off
in the comments
all the time, Rob.
Someone said, I'm upset, that's it, I'm gone. I waited the whole video to watch Chris fix that.
Yeah,
I was like, well, don't worry, it's in the next one.
That's right.
We don't always get time to get it all done in one video. And then, I think if you go back to that video, the majority of the comments said that I'd bought the wrong front bumper, but I know I didn't, you know I didn't. The only thing different with the bumper is the grills. The lower valance is 3-piece on our bumper. We already know that.
Yeah, it's 3-piece and a separate grill.
And a separate grill.
It's like 4 parts.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the base is, the bumper.
The skin is
all
identical,
the
yeah.
same,
So of course we're going to put the correct bumper with the correct grills on it.
Yeah.
And we're going to get on with that.
Yeah, so there's that bit on there, Rob.
That little bit there, but you're definitely going to be able to save that, aren't you?
There's that bit there to just do a little bit of prep on before it goes for paint, and and then it can go, can't it? But
it is a peach, this car.
Lovely car, yeah, good buy that, and so nice with getting the parts. Like we've said before, if you can get them parts and get them here quick,
it's half the battle. Yeah.
When you're getting bit here, bit there, can't find this, chasing that, it just drags the whole thing out. But that really quick turnaround.
Definitely.
Of the parts, really.
I don't want to date stamp anything, but 2nd of Feb today. Oh, daffodils are nearly
Look
out.
at them, look.
That's unbelievable.
I know. But it's good, nice to see, isn't it?
Yeah. As soon as you see a daffodil, you know that the better weather's coming.
That's right.
Right, let's get
the corner.
Let's get it in the workshop. I'm going to let you do what we've done before. You know where you recorded time lapse doing the bonnet?
Yep.
And I'm going to try and record you live doing it as well, because it is interesting to watch things come back together. And so if it comes out all right, we'll put it in.
It's had a repair there, isn't it? You see that? Bit of a repair on that bonnet, Johnny. Right, let's see whether that's gonna. I need the old bumper on, aren't we, to put that line right through there, I think, mate. Can I get you to hold that bonnet about there, Rob? I don't want to damage it too much, really. I think what I'll probably do is get the old pin welder out, because that's got a severe low spot now, hasn't it? But yeah, put it down there, mate. Yeah, I'm going to have to grind that back, get the pin welder out and pin that a bit. But it's getting there, isn't it?
So how about that for a bit different? I went completely mute on you there, and that was so that we could all concentrate on what Chris was doing. So those panel pliers, you can see where he stuck it on there and bent that bonnet straight back up. It does put an impression downwards on the edge there that he's cleaning up with the DA. Just getting all of the paint removed so he can come over with our dent puller, which is essentially a slide hammer that you can weld to the raw metal. And you can see he pulls the trigger, it welds the slide hammer to it, he pulls up, gets the dent pulled out, and then of course it snaps off, and then you go over the top and clean it up again with the DA, and you can already see 99% of that dent has come out. Let's take a look at it. And that is how you save them.
A little bit more work to do on that in a minute, Rob. I've got a little tiny bit there, and I want to get the front bumper on and make sure I've got this line. I've eyeballed it for now, but it's it's nearly there, isn't it? You just run your hand over it and feel it's nearly there.
I can see it, mate. I can see it. It's
so
absolutely beautiful. I'll guess, get it in, get the bumper on. But before Sorry, mate, go on, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
just need it on, like I say, where that line meets the top of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, that determines whether I've got to do a little bit more on that. So I've done it by eye because it has a natural curve, but it may need to be a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Yeah, I was just going to say, maybe we'll strip all the grills out the front bumper. There's no benefit to them staying in there, but then there's no rush to take them out, I suppose.
No, I'd leave it. To be honest, it's more rigid.
Keep the rigidity.
Yeah, while I do this bit, and
Yeah.
then once I've got the bonnet nailed, then I'll take the bumper off and strip that.
Strip it.
All right?
I'll get it in for you, mate.
Thank
well
you.
done, though.
All
It's,
right, mate. No worries.
Nice to save it because,
Yeah.
guys, it's all the paintwork underneath
That's
here,
right,
and
that's
it
right.
it makes it so much easier and saves a few quid as well
Yep.
when you haven't got to have the underneath painted. Let's get that bumper in so Chris can get that bang on. Every day's a school day, and it definitely is watching Chris. I know that was a dent on the front of her bonnet, but to be there and watch him straighten it out and get it almost perfect to the point where it needs the tiniest amount of body filler. So you can still see, even after fitting that front bumper, he tweaks and messes around with that bonnet because you can't put filler in it and then start tweaking it. It's going to have a very, very smooth layer of filler in there. So he got it perfectly lined up with the front bumper before he prepped it ready to put in some body filler. You can't go backwards once you've got that in there, can you? Anyway, I'm about to show you something interesting after this cutting. Correct bumper fitted. Do you know what? We just had a little look while we was out there, didn't we? At the part number on the back of them.
Yeah.
And they're the same.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We'd go with that, wouldn't we?
We're definitely going to go with that, mate. That's perfect, isn't it?
We're happy with that.
We are very happy with that. So now you can see Chris is putting a block there.
Yeah.
And someone's going to ask why. Of course, you don't want to work down here, it's too low. About there's perfect.
And up there, Rob can't see it.
Or reach it.
It's a horrible little man.
I'll tell you what we do. We both stand against a wall and we get Dan to come in with a camera. There ain't a lot in it.
There isn't. There isn't.
You're already
There isn't.
a couple of inches taller
That's
than
right,
me.
that's
It is
right.
a bit of a running joke there.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's leave you to get that all sorted, mate. I'm running down to Reclamet to pick some bits up and drop some bits off because they've got the X1 down there for paint.
Yep.
And we've just had a brand new wheel arch.
That's right.
Which we only realised Friday that we never sent down.
And we're
with it.
trying to think of what the other thing was. You asked me to remember last week, and I've forgotten.
Yeah.
And you can't remember.
Mate, it'll all come back to us
know.
once I'm back here and need to go back there again.
Yeah.
No,
All
I'm
right,
sure
mate.
it'll be fine. Let's leave you to it. So completely unirrelevant to our car, but very, very relevant to anyone that's thinking about buying a car. This little 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan was a candidate for us because there's not really any damage on it. It's stolen recovered. You know we don't mind those. It's got apparently just VIN sticker and tag damage. So I'm just going to get through the actual pictures and you can see it genuinely looks a very nice car. It's running there, the engine's running, you can see the fuel lights on, seatbelt light, handbrake light, no biggie, no issues. And then there you can see that the VIN tag has got quite severe damage on it. Let's actually turn it to HD there. You can see it's been scratched out at some point. Going back there's a little mark on the bumper that they show, the original registration there in the window. And then when you actually scroll down here, actually if you click on it, it gives you the whole reg, EY67SFU. £14,367 estimated retail, 27,000 miles, primary damage, missing or altered VIN, category S, structural. Now that you can't see any structural damage on this vehicle, and this is where you can get caught out when you're buying a vehicle and you don't really know because somebody's going to bid on that car today and assume it is category S due to the missing or altered VIN. And then when you go down into additional information, spare wheel, dashboard warning light illuminated, stolen recovered vehicle, view full vehicle mileage history via vehicle report, number of keys 1, VIN plate missing. And of course when you check it out using Car Vertical you get the true history of the vehicle. So you can see some pictures there, it's previously been listed for sale, and then when we scroll down it says there damage needs attention. Now we was expecting that because it does say it's a category S. What we wasn't expecting is when you do click on the damage section using the Car Vertical check, you can clearly see there in May 2024. This vehicle was written off as a Category S structural damage. So the fact that the car's now been stolen and recovered, the VIN tags are missing and it's been scratched out is absolutely nothing to do with the fact that this vehicle is a Category S. But you would assume and be led to believe that that is the situation reading the advert for the car. I want to thank Car Vertical for the continued support on these must-do checks. To benefit from a nice little discount off your check, use that code that's been displayed up on screen throughout this check, or hit the link in the description where it will automatically divert you to Car Vertical and include that discount. We hope you found that bit of information on the previous bit of video there helpful. Moving straight back on with the car. There was some quite nasty scratches here on the lower part of the quarter panel and on the rear bumper, but Chris managed to just flat them off. There was some deep gouges in the quarter there, small amount of filler. He'd already done the bonnet, so moving on with that and then flat it straight off using the DA with the extraction system, getting rid of the majority of it. Then he can refine it and get it all prepped up, both areas ready for some primer. See, just, you know, sometimes like this, the value of this car compared to, I know we keep comparing everything to that BMW X1, but compare it to anything. Great value for money.
Yeah, that's right.
And a lovely repair. That's the hardest you've had to work on this car.
We always say you buy your profit, don't you?
You do buy your profit, but would you agree that is the hardest bit of work on this car?
Yeah, it's been pretty straightforward, hasn't it?
It's been lovely.
Yeah.
And so just a skim of filler in there, of course, to get that absolutely bang on, and it is bang on, so that's going to need some prime and paint. You could chuck a bit of primer on that, Chris? Or?
Yeah, I want a bit of 2-pack on it, and I've feathered that out, so that's going to have a bit of primer on it, and I'm just doing that bit on the quarter, on the arch, where it's clipped it, so, and prime it at the same time.
Can I ask you a question?
You can.
You know where you have feathered that out?
Yeah.
Is that going to want a bit of eye build on there?
It is.
It is.
And that's what I'm, a bit of 2-pack eye build on it all.
Couple of coats and
then guide coat it, give it a couple of days to go off, give it a guide coat, and then block it off, and then it can go to the paint shop.
Get it ready for paint.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who we're going to use for this, but I'm going to try and use somebody new, because Smarts are really busy. They got the Range Rover Sport. Reclamette are really busy. We got a plan to buy a couple more tomorrow. Let me just show you what else Chris has done while I've been gone there, because I just popped to Land Rover to pick some bits up. Oh, it had to have a tiny bit of filler in it, Chris.
Yeah, it was donked, wasn't it, on that corner.
And these little marks here in the bumper, you're going to feather those out.
Yeah, so I've feathered them a little bit. Probably a little bit of stopper in a couple of bits here, because they're a bit deep, but that'll be all. And like I say, just bag it and prime them at the same time. It seems silly to leave that for the paint shop to do when I'm priming anyway. So,
Another nice quick turnaround, and I was just saying to Chris, I think, the battery's off. Just 40-something thousand miles on this little car.
Yeah, see if you can buy a few more, mate.
It's going to be worth the money as well, this one. Right, mate, we'll let you get set up, get cleaned up, and get prepped, ready to put on some primer. You might have to watch this bit of time lapse twice to actually know what's going on, because Chris is prepping that Focus for primer, and of course I'm taking apart an engine. So he's bagging up the car there, getting all the dust off it, getting it all bang on so that he can do that tonight once we go home. And I'm actually taking apart an engine. Drop it in the comments now, guess what engine that is that I've got there and I'm taking apart. I'll give you a clue, we've had it for over a year and it is a V8. Chris has got that car bagged up and ready for a bit of primer, all the stoppers flatted back, and you're really happy with that, aren't you? And I am too. Of course, we've got to move on to get all those grills out of that bumper and get the bumper where the bumper can go, as it is.
Paint, that's right, there's no damage on that.
Now, we do try and get, actually, while we're on the note, stuff like this, it's been sat in a container for quite a while.
While I was waiting for the stopper to go off on that, we decided to have a clear out in the container.
We did.
We've got 2 skips from Reclamette, which is really handy. And we've got rid of a load of stuff that we've been hanging on to for far too long. And we've looked at it and, oh, well, that project's got long gone.
Long gone,
while we're keeping the bits.
That's right.
And, we had that.
So it shows you how long we've had that, mate, because that is the Range Rover SVR engine.
It is.
That actually destroyed a liner. And if those of you guys that remember, the liner cracked there, and it also cracked there and there.
Well, I think it was actually eroded by it cooked so much that the high temperature and the pressure has eroded that away.
So we stripped that down, to assess the damage at the time.
In the car.
In the car, we did.
Not easy.
No.
Getting that off, was it?
But we decided to keep the engine for a moment because there was always a chance that the cylinder head that side was good.
Salvageable. That's
And
right.
they're worth really, really good money. So, like I say, while Chris was doing that, it's took me 45 minutes. I've stripped it, and we should have threw it in the skip all that time ago.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and you don't know until you strip it. And of course, you've got to get it right off. I haven't got a torch, but I think you can see. Let's zoom in. The piston's actually melted here,
Yeah.
and it's melted here as well. This one actually looks quite clean. And then when you get to the cylinder head, I mean, there shouldn't be water in that cylinder
There
anyway.
shouldn't be water.
So there's water in the cylinders, so these are all corroded. But if you ever actually look at the cylinder head there, it's melted it there as well and melted it there. So, absolutely toast.
I mean, interestingly, I think when we diagnosed this in the vehicle, we compression tested.
Yeah.
And this side, we had good compression.
We did,
but
yeah.
obviously, when the engine is hot, that's when like any cracks or any damage open up, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So obviously, when it was hot, it cooked both sides.
It did.
We kind of went for that side because that was the side we had no compression on.
Yeah, and when we filled it out of water, it all come through the exhaust, didn't it?
It did. So
Anyway, all of this, some may take a chance with it, but this has got so hot, all of this is now going in the skip.
Yeah.
This is going in the skip, and we've created a bit more room.
and a bit more scrap.
So while Chris is out there near priming, I'm going to carry on out there.
I'll probably leave that to the end of the day now because
Yeah,
we can't come in and out too
No.
much, can we? So yeah, I'll give you a hand.
get this in the
Get
skip.
we get
and-
the loader out.
Yeah.
Get a chain on it because that's too heavy to.
Yeah, I'll put 2 more head bolts in it. I'll put 2 in there and we can lift that and drop it straight in the skip. So with the engine in the skip, you can see Chris has masked it up and cut out the section that he's going to be priming. And of course, going around with a bit of panel wipe on the bonnet there and the rear quarter. Once both of them are done, little spot prime over both of the repaired areas on the bonnet. And then of course, round on the quarter panel, let it tack off a little bit and then straight over the top of it again. And then of course, over the top over the quarter panel again. You're better off building it up in layers, and of course this one does need a little bit on it to build it up. Well, that come out great, mate.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of flattening when that's hardened up, and it can go for paint then, can't it?
It's quite cold, so it probably wants leaving for another day, doesn't it? But
yeah, harden up a bit.
that's the repairs all done, primed, and that's the guide coat, just in
Yeah.
case anyone missed it, what Chris was talking about. And that's when you rub it down, obviously you need to get rid of all those black dots, and then you've got it completely smooth. And then round 2, the little repair on the back, again, absolutely perfect. I've just put the battery on it, and that's why all the lights are lit up. That reminds me actually, Chris, I'm going to whip over and get a new front number plate for this, because it is broken, isn't it?
Yeah,
And I did say I'd mention...
probably about the only thing other than those bumper bits we've got to get, haven't we? That bumper grill, upper and lower.
they're here.
Oh,
They've
have
just
they
arrived, yeah.
Oh, right.
So 40,996 miles
it's
in
lovely,
this car.
isn't
It is very nice. Right, let's get this prepped then, ready to go to the body shop, shall we?
I say it needs a day probably to harden up, so we strip the bumper and then that can sit for.
Get it all
on with
ready.
We get it out and get on with something else.
Get all these sticky pads off the front bumper. Let's
That's
get
it,
it
mate.
stripped. A little bit, well no, I was going to say tricky there. Not tricky to get the bumper off, but a little bit awkward because you've got to pop the headlights up so that you can push the release pins down underneath. Once it's off, there's quite a lot of hard clip, plastic clips on these bumpers. So I've took the bottom valance off there with the, well, I want to call it a lower splitter. It's all built into one with the grille. And then I'll take the grille covers off the fog lights and then take the top part of the bumper off that actually holds it all together and mounts it onto the car. Once that's off, it's onto the sticky pads on the front there, bit of thinners and a plastic blade to get it mint. And we're ready. So this front bumper, it come apart lovely, but we know that it's previously, actually, it is a new one for the car. And when you go underneath it, you can actually see this bumper is brand new and it's genuine Ford, because we know that the parts that this car come off had previously had paint. Do you remember when we put the front crash bar on? It had been completely coloured both sides, and they don't actually come coloured. They just come with, they threaten them with a bit of paint. Anyway, front bumper all stripped. all of these grills, of course, are going to become surplus, aren't they? Our fog lights are fine in our original bumper. We've ordered new grills for it, and I've bought in our lower valance because the 3 grey pieces, of course, we're going to be using because they're different on ours. We've ordered a new grill. Sorry, that front valance is different, isn't it? So we need to get both of these ends done, so that end, and of course that centre section, because we've only bought a new replacement grille that links all them together. I'm sure that kind of makes sense. But that is it, all prepped. I'm going to put that in the back of the car, and we are going to use, I've just got off the phone to a local painter who we haven't used for ages, and it's because when I do ring him, he is quite busy, and he's the chap, Mike, that painted the little orange Renault Clio, which was a nightmare for him. Do you remember the colour? And he also done the BMW 4 Series convertible. So that is the end of the video on the Ford Focus. Next thing you know, it's going to be back from paint. We're putting it together, and one of you are going to own it. Of course, there is still plenty of work to do. It's rotten inside. I think the wheels need a refurb. They do in fact need a refurb, so we need to get those done. And then we've got to get all of those rubber mouldings that are falling off all the way round, not just this Focus, but everyone out there. I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. If you do, hit that thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget, if you've got a vehicle you think we might be interested in, you can email me, sales, SIUK, @gmail.com. Guys, please only use that email to reach out about cars. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll look forward to seeing you very, very soon in the next one.